Bienvenidos a la Daily Hustle. Soy Enrique Byrnes y presidente de esa mejor cerveza. No Abate por No Filter Network. Miguelito San Dieguito, not with us today. Will the Thrill Clark, not with us today. But we come on here each and every single morning when we come on here. And we properly salute our boys. And each and every one of you. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Remember this, folks. When we are juiceful, we are useful. And when we are juiceless, we are fucking useless. A very pleasant good morning to you. Let's hit our title sponsor right away. I keep forgetting this. I don't know how. I don't know why, but it is Bet Online, our number one online gambling destination. Let's make sure we drill this read by going to the latest text from Leslie Short, our director of operations at No Filter Network. And if you haven't met Leslie, you should. She is the unsung hero of No Filter. And if you ever want to get up and running and need some help starting your own No Filter show, by the way, we are an open platform. Just a simple reminder. So if you have any desire to come on here and create content, this is the number one content creation destination. Nobody has any fucking clue the value that we hand out here at No Filter. You can create here and then upload to, I don't know, we go to like 17 different podcast platforms. So on that note, Bet Online, the world's most trusted betting platform, your number one source for everything sports betting, every stat, matchup, breakdown, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games with the largest catalog of odds on everything from football, MLB playoffs, NHL, NBA, to political props. I'd love to see the political props right now. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on the blackjack or poker unwind with one of over 150 slot games. Head to the website today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. Bet Online. The game starts here. Okay, so sent a daily hustle out earlier this morning. Now it's just a matter of finding it here and firing away. It was Wally Backman inspired. I'm not kidding you. Now, here's the thing. And I'm starting to get shit on this already from Dodger fans. Like, they perceive me to be this big Mets fan. All due respect to the Mets, like, I don't really give a fuck. They're a fun story. You know what I root for? As somebody who's in the broadcast industry, entertainment industry, podcasting industry, I root for stories. I root for great fucking stories that entertain me and then allow me to be able to come on here and talk about it. I root for action. That shit that happened during the Yankees-Indians game last night was beautiful. Like, who doesn't love that? So I'm not rooting for the Dodgers tonight. I'm not rooting for the Mets tonight. I'm rooting for a great story tonight. I'm rooting for entertainment. I'm rooting ultimately for good baseball. So here we go. Today's Daily Hustle email. Buenos dias. Today is Friday, October 18th, 2024. Daily Hustle quote of the day. This is no time for ease and comfort. It's time to dare and endure. Winston Churchill. Daily Hustle translation. We've reached a point in October where MLB teams who have fought all year long very quickly get eliminated. The attrition starts in September, and before we know it, there are just 4 teams left, with one of those teams, the Mets, facing elimination tonight. The Mets have been a fun story all year long. They got off to a rough start and then slowly climbed their way back into the race with contributions from damn near everyone. MVP candidate Francisco Lindor led the charge, but dudes like Mark Vientos, a.k.a. Swaggy V, who started the year in the minor leagues, and journeyman middle infielder turned Latin pop star Jose Iglesias performs under the stage name Candelita, by the way, have been huge pieces to New York's complicated OMG hit season. In the playoffs, they have had their backs against the wall several times, yet have found ways to hold tight. I love how it just cuts off on my iPad. Okay, in the playoffs, they have had their backs against the wall several times, yet have somehow found ways to stay alive. There was the last day of the season where they had to, quote, win to get in, and miraculously, it's a tough word, miraculously came back to beat the Braves. Then it was the miracle in Milwaukee where Pete the Polar Bear Alonso went oppo taco to can the Brewers. Then Lindor and Vientos, who grew up a diehard Mets fan, by the way, always adds to the story, and the rest of the overlooked and underappreciated Mets shell-shocked the shit out of the Phillies and stuck it into their entire star-studded Philly roster. So, here they are again, down 3-1, faced with the insurmountable task of now needing to beat the Dodgers 3 consecutive times to move on to the World Series. Is it likely? No. Is it possible? Yeah, sure. Yet, if the Mets are to continue this improbable run, as Winston Churchill suggests, this is no time to play with ease and comfort. It's time to fucking dare and endure. P.S. Click pick for legendary Wally Backman speech and blue link for today's Daily Hustle. Okay, hold on. Blower's firing outside. Oh, I missed the blower. That was one of my favorite things to do as a kid. I mean, I was probably like 6 years old, and I put that backpack on, and you had the big old, blower thing right here. And on this side was the gas, right? It's a little more like, and it blow harder. Yeah. I didn't get myself a blower. I'm not fucking with you. I really, really, really love that thing. Okay, so last night, if you guys didn't see, or I imagine most of you did, what transpired in the Yankees Cleveland game was just fucking awesome. Up 3-1 going into the ninth inning. First, it was Aaron Judge with the 2-run shot. And I'm talking an absolute piss missile to right field. For most guys, this is like a line out to the right fielder. For the strong ones, it's a double. For Aaron Judge, it was a fucking homer. And then to have Giancarlo Stanton follow that up. And remember the career trajectory of Stanton. It was like this, right, when he was in Florida. And then it basically has been wow. Yet he has found his groove in this postseason. It was a matter of being healthy and also a matter of execution. Well, he's healthy and he has been fucking executing. What a gorgeous swing against Emmanuel Clase, the closer of the Indians, who is virtually untouchable. People are saying it was one of the greatest, if not the greatest season a relief pitcher has ever had. But Clase was seen azul. Oh, man, what a corny ass line. But it's a great fucking tequila. It's right here, actually. He was seen blue last night. The Yankees took it to him. After that, they end up getting another run. They go up 5-3. So the Yankees then come up. They get, I keep wanting to call them the tribe, the Indians, the Guardians, whatever. Let's just call them Cleveland. Cleveland comes up. They get a runner on base. And you're like, okay, maybe this is going to happen. Here comes a comeback. Well, they promptly hit into a double play. At this point of the game, the Yankees had a 99% chance of winning. The win probability was over 99%. 2 outs, nobody on, up 2. Well, what happened? You had a double that was a Lane Thomas double. And how valuable has that guy been to this Guardians team? And then it was Big Christmas, Noel, hitting an absolute fucking tank to tie the game. They then go to the 10th inning, and up comes David Fry. There was a leadoff single. They bunted him to second, I believe. And then David Fry came up to walk this thing off. They went absolutely berserk in Cleveland. So cool. What a great moment, no matter how it ends for the Guardians. This is a season to remember. Stephen Vogt and his staff have done a terrific job. They've by far overachieved. I don't think anybody expected to see them here in the American League Championship Series. But that's why I love the game. And again, I'm kind of going to go back to what I was saying with baseball. And if you want to talk about the Dodgers, we're going to talk about the Mets or the Guardians or the Yankees, just look around my room. If this isn't any indication of who I am, and sure, the average baseball fan or say a diehard fan of Yankees or Giants or Orioles or somebody else might be like, yo, dude, like, I don't get it, man. Like, you have an A's hat, you have a Yankees hat, you have Expos jersey. Like, no. I just love the fucking game. I love everything about it. I love the drama. I love the people. That's where, when you look at all the teams that are left, and I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it. I think the Dodgers might be the easiest team to root for. How do you not root for Shohei Ohtani and what he's doing? And how about all the talk of Ohtani not being able to hit with nobody on base? He tells everybody to shut the fuck up with his first swing of the game last night that sent shockwaves through New York and set the stage for a 10-2 beatdown of the New York Mets. The Dodgers are a juggernaut. I don't know if they can be stopped. I know I sent the video about Wally Backman today, and I realize that this Mets team has overcome so much. And look, if you're the Mets, a great season. Good fucking job. Sometimes these miraculous seasons don't end in World Series. There's only 30 teams. And, well, I'll say there's only 30 teams. There are 30 teams. There's only one winner. There's only one team left standing at the end. And I don't know if any of us can get in the way of destiny. And do we realize what that destiny is? The Yankees and the Dodgers in the World Series. Oh! Hey, like I said, I root for this story. And that would be the best fucking story we could dream of. Now, whoever has the World Series, I think is Fox. I don't know. That's obviously something that they will be rooting extremely hard for. Okay, the Mets, by the way, are back at it tonight. Or I guess both teams should be back at it tonight. Let's check the schedule for today. 2:08 p.m. Pacific time. It's the Dodgers at the Mets. I imagine they do this so they can get away, so to speak, if they have to go back to Los Angeles. This is the only thing that concerns me. If the Mets fall behind early, the Dodgers are going to taste blood. And I realize this is not a team that gives up, but the Mets might just kind of, hey, it's not going to happen. The problem with the Mets is that you don't just have to win tonight. Then you have to go back to LA and win 2 more. The reason why the Boston Red Sox were able to pull off what they pull off is the fact that you had guys like Kevin Millar going, don't let us win tonight. Don't let us win tonight. Well, the Mets better have that same sort of attitude where it's like, don't let us take this thing back to LA. Don't let us take this thing back to LA. So, in a ball player's mind, sometimes, say the Mets go down early, I could see a lot of the Mets having the same perspective that I just shared with you guys. Oh, hey, it's a good run, good year, right? We can celebrate. It's just we're not going to beat LA 3 times in a row. And I don't think they're going to. I actually think they have no fucking shot. But I also thought that Cleveland had no shot of winning that game last night. There was 2 outs and nobody on. So I do realize that all things are possible. I also realize that, as James Allen constantly regales us with, our thoughts are constantly creating our reality. And so long as the Mets and the Mets fans continue with great thoughts, anything is possible. As far as the Yankees are concerned, it's game 4 tomorrow. Excuse me, no. Game 4 is tonight. 5:08 Pacific time. Oh, no, why is Siri listening? What, seriously? I'm not talking to you. Ugh. Isn't that annoying when that happens? Okay, so game 5 tonight, you have Gill against Williams. And then with the Dodgers, it is Flaherty against Peterson. So the lefty Peterson, I mean, I really, really like this guy. He's a kid that I met at Bathtub Gin when he first got drafted by the Mets. I think it was it out of Oregon? Let's see here. Get a little more bio information on Peterson. Yeah, I just had it. Yeah, Oregon. He went to the University of Oregon. Really nice guy. Career stats, 28-24 with 4.08 ERA. 454 innings pitched, 464 strikeouts, a 1.3 whip. But if you look at his postseason numbers, he's got a 2 ERA, and he's been terrific for the Mets. So this is certainly a game they can win. Flaherty is certainly a guy that I think the Mets can get to. As far as the betting lines are concerned, let's go to our Action website for all the latest analysis. But let's not forget that BetOnline is our number 1 online gambling destination and also our title sponsor. Okay, it's the Dodgers, minus 135, an OU of 7.5. And how about all these overs? These overs have been fucking just getting buried. So if you've been playing the overs, good on you. In the playoffs, that was one of my big recommendations yesterday. The Mets are plus 114. The problem is this. I don't know if you can stop Betts and Ohtani. On base, I think it was 7 or 8 times last night. They just keep coming at you. And then if you get the rest of that lineup hitting, it is certainly a dangerous proposition. I don't think you're going to shut the Dodgers. You're not going to shut the Dodgers out. You can only hope to contain them. The lineup today for the Dodgers: Ohtani, Betts, Teoscar Hernandez hitting third. Interesting. I imagine that is to get the righty ahead of the lefty because of the lefty Peterson on the hill. Freddie Freeman will be playing first base, hitting fourth. Tommy Edman hitting in the 5-hole, playing shortstop. Kike Hernandez, we can't keep him out of the lineup. He is playing second base and hitting 6th. Max Muncy, the lefty, hitting third baseman, hitting 7th. Will Smith hitting 8th. And Angel Paez hitting 9th for the Dodgers. See, this is the only thing I don't like about Ohtani hitting leadoff. I mean, the guys hitting in front of him have a collective 700 OPS. That's 466 from Will Smith, and Paez has got a 347 OPS in the postseason. So I just like a little more meat to get on there for Ohtani. As far as the Mets are concerned, it's Lindor, Nimmo, Vientos, Alonso, Winker, Marte, Taylor, McNeil, and Alvarez. I don't know. I think this could be it. Flaherty 1-1 with a 2.92 ERA this postseason. Peterson 1-0 with a 2.08 ERA. If you're the Mets, so how don't you want to go back to LA, right? Even if you get polished off back in LA, what a great fucking trip. You just don't want this thing to end. The ride's been incredible. So I imagine they showed up at the ballpark today, packed and ready to go. Fuck it, I like the Mets. I don't know why I'm taking them. I like them. Be tough not to take it over, though, too, huh? Yeah. Let's go Mets over, see what happens. As far as the Yankees are concerned, let's see if we have a lineup out yet. Ooh, we do. Oh, no, we just have matchups. No lineup yet. But Gill and Williams, I don't know. The Guardians look overmatched. They just do. They had the big homer last night. Homers, I should say. Obviously, it was Big Christmas and Fry. The Yankees are doing things, and I've mentioned this, I think it's like the third straight show. They're walking, they're not striking out nearly as much as they did in the regular season. They're putting together competitive at-bats, top to bottom. They've shown that they won't quit. I just like the Yankees. Now, if the Guardians are to win this, it becomes a must-win for the Yankees the next day. This is a game, if the Guardians have any chance of getting back into this series, that they have to have. Okay, news stories. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Ohtani's big blast punctuates historic run of clutch hitting. Let's get into this for a second. Added to the list of things Shohei Ohtani has done that no one has done before in recorded history of baseball. 17 hits in his last 20 at-bats with runners in scoring position. Ohtani's towering, no doubt, 3-run moonshot in the 8th inning of the Dodgers' 8-0 win of Game 3 at NLCS on Wednesday soared right over the Citi Field, right field foul pole, and into the history books. Before that moment, nobody had ever tallied 17 hits in any span of 20 at-bats with runners in scoring position, regular season and postseason. It was a Dodger who'd come close as Frank Howard had a pair of 16 for 19 sprees for the Dodgers in 1962. So we've talked about this. And I actually said yesterday, I'm like, there's no way this ever fucking happened. Of course, we have a fact check article that must have watched the Daily Hustle yesterday. Adam McElvey. Adam, thank you for checking my facts. And it has now been proven that that has never happened before. All right. I am traveling today, so most likely out of here, but let's not go anywhere until maybe we check a couple of the top sports stories. That is, Tom Brady double life as a Raiders owner and TV analyst is already creating a mess. A lot of people have these opinions like that. No, it's not. Who gives a shit? I mean, Joe Davis, the broadcaster of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and everyone's complaining about him being biased and this and that. Then they've done these side-by-side clips of the Dodgers hitting a homer and there's the Padres hitting a homer. There's no massive conflict of interest unless maybe the Raiders were in the Super Bowl and he was on the call. I mean, that's about it. I mean, people are going to bitch about this or bitch about that. And by the way, I mean, tell me when the Raiders are going to be fucking good again and we can begin to have a conversation about worrying about it if he's doing one of the bigger games. So, I don't know. That's about it. Oh, by the way, it snowed last night. Stormy Byrnes made an appearance at 5 p.m. No Filter Network weather report. Took out there in my skimpy shorts, shirt off, to report the first snowfall. Now, we did have snow, I think it was in early September, but it wasn't snow like this. All right, everyone have a fantastic day right after we check the weather. I got to figure out what's going on in Las Vegas. And we are about to go. Okay, today here in Boise, Idaho. Oh, just in case you're out in Boise and curious, 51 degrees. We are not in Boise. I'm in Truckee, California. 51 degrees currently, a high of 56, a low of 32. Truckee, California, this is where I am. 46 degrees, high of 52, low of 24. 24 degrees this morning when I got up. It was fucking cold. Freezing ass cold. Frost, little snowflakes all over the balcony. Lucas, Texas. Grayford, Texas, 74 degrees, high of 77. That is Rockerbie Ranch and our friend Pop Art out there. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. We'll go the other way. South Haven, Mississippi, by the way, in case you're curious. 64 degrees, high of 65. Orchard Park, Pat, Uncle Pat, the Buseys, 63 degrees. Currently, right now, that is your high for the day, low at 37. Jesse Byrnes, Germantown, Wisconsin, my brother from another mother. We're live and we're interactive here on No Filter Network. If you want your own personalized weather report, just hit me up, let me know, give me your hometown. Germantown, 67 degrees, high of 69, low of 42. Montgomery, Alabama, home of the Biscuits. Biscuits want their weather report, they get it. 71 degrees, high of 73, low of 40. Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Duncan Dad, 68 degrees, low of 41. Sunny skies. John Emmanuel Ramos Henderson in Makati City. John, you know we're international, man, and you're the reason why. We fucking are extremely grateful. Thunder showers, you know you have those every single day. Hemet, California, Stephen Luker, high is 75 today, low of 52. Abundant sunshine there in his Bakersfield as well for buckwheat. High is 73. Good day in the Central Valley. Chad Matoyan Brothers, 74 degrees will be your high in Fresno today. Savannah, land of the Platanos. Uncle Jesse and crew, 71 degrees. Looks like a very pleasant day out there in Savannah. And how about Las Vegas, Nevada? This is where I'm heading. 63 degrees right now, high is 71 and windy. Okay, we'll get prepared for the wind. San Mateo, California, Gary Tagliafico, 66 degrees right now. High is 71, sunny, and a beautiful day on the peninsula. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Amo, always got you covered, buddy. 67 degrees, high 69, low of 39. Duluth, Minnesota. Gene, good morning, Gene. High is 68 today. And yeah, just very pleasant this time of year out there in Minnesota. Auburn, California, the Montgomerys, Pontarollos, Griffin, 68 degrees, high of 78 today. Phoenix, Michelle Drew, Kowalski, 75 degrees, high of 76, low of 57. Michelle, we love you. Absolute freaking daily hustle champion. New York City. I'd say Viro, but Viro's not even fucking out there anymore. 67 degrees, high of 68, low of 47 out there in the Big Apple, where it should be a beautiful day for baseball in Queens. And Half Moon Bay, California, Giuseppe Pepe Manueli, 65 degrees, high of 68, low of 53, and a gorgeous day on the coast. So there you go. There's Stormy Burns with your personalized weather report you will get nowhere else. Everyone have a fantastic weekend, and I'd say go Mets, I'd say go Dodgers, I'd say go Guardians, I'd say go Yankees, but you know what? Fuck it. Go baseball. Fantastic time of year. See ya!